We're so close. Resist the urge to summon. Please, y'all. Alright, what's up, guys? We're back with another video. And of course, because of everything that's going on, we are on the border of another banner. Because, of course, anniversary is in the middle of July, which means we gotta have one more banner before. So last night they teased and announced it, and we're getting swimsuit Reid and swimsuit Colette. And it's a little not surprising because you figure, I mean, they're doing these swimsuit step-up banners, so I guess it makes sense. This is the last banner. This is the last banner. Like, last new banner, so that means not a rerun before anniversary. So let's look at, are these units going to creep your gleams, or are they going to do this? I have not looked yet at their stats. I have not looked yet at their stones. So this is a first look, just a preview. So the banner starts on Wednesday at 3 a.m. and ends Wednesday the 21st at 3 a.m. So my suggestion already, before I even look at them, if you do not need if you are not, unless you are super pressed for them, skip. Unless you're a whale. If you're just a free-to-play, skip. However, give it a time to see what happens. This banner runs a week after anniversary starts. So by then, we should know what the anniversary units are, and if you're not impressed and you really want to go back and summon for them, or the types are some of your strongest teams, go ahead and skip. Because we still don't officially know what the anniversary units are, we're just kind of theorizing. So, let's look at them. First one is Reid, Undersea Inspiration. He is a water sword unit. Jeez, we got enough water units. Alright, so before I even look, if he does not have a Dispel Transcendence board, which I know they'll describe the board a little bit in the preview, he may already not be like worth pulling. His stone, 11k HP is pretty good, 3.2 attack is a lot of attack, 700 defense is not a lot of defense. Resist Dispel 6 gives you 100% Dispel Resist. Outside of arena units, I don't think there's any units that cost Dispel yet, so seems like an easy feed, but we'll see. Alright, Reid, 39.6 HP, 4.92 attack, 3.72 defense. Hold up. That's a lot of attack. Let me look at the codex real quick. Yo, he has the second highest attack in the game. Yo, he has the second highest attack in the game and the highest of water. Period. Oh man, that's power creep, something serious. So direct comparison for him would probably be to the EX Gaius, because they have the same amount of attack. He has more HP though, so he's on the higher end of the sword HP units. Like, and his defense is definitely like on the higher end as well. So he just raw stat wise is a strong unit. Ability, his awakening skill is Undersea Wonders, 15% attack to water allies, 20% attack to water allies at 20 hits. That is a major power creep, because 15% attack to water allies, Gaius gives 25%, so he borderline competes with Gaius for a slot. Though Gaius causes the spell, so like Gaius is not, you know, that. Looking at his moves, Mystic is the Rising Maelstrom, 3 hits, 200 overlimit cost, 450%. So that means if he does not have Transcendence battles, he will be Ascension or Transcendence battles for Overlimit. He is another unit that in advanced content is going to want this, just like his base form. Want Overlimit boosted packs. Art 1 is Sword Raid Alpha. 200. This is all at maxed out. 200% attack, 12 hits. Cooldown of 2. That's a lot of hits. And also gives a 100% chance to increase attack by self for 20%. For 3 turns. So this will always be active. Demon Spiral Hammer, attack 275%, 8 hits, 1 enemy, cooldown of 4, 100% attack chance to increase attack itself by 30% for 2 turns. So if you do that and that, actually a 4 turn is good for him, because on turn 4, he would have this active, and this still, the second rotation is active. So he would be giving himself 70% attack, which is actually really a lot. It's almost double. So actually, he might be a unit that's that. Alright, so let's read his description. High attack, a powerful mystic art and arts, and the ability to give himself massive attack boost. Yep. His Transcendence board can be used to deal even greater damage to debilitate afflicted enemies. So pair him with enemies who can inflict debilitate to make short work of enemies. But there's no unit that gives debilitate except for Genus. That's on the SR. That's on water. Off top of my head. So that sucks. Why can't they just give him Dispel? I know why they didn't give him Dispel, because everything on water is contingent on Dispel. So he hits hard. He's really strong. We'll have to see his panels to see before we can like truly assess like how good he is. But that definite power creep. And then there's Colette. She is a fire arch user. 15k HP. That is a lot of HP. 1.6 attack, 1.4 defense. It's a break for fire. Colette has 54k HP, 2,400 attack, 4,800 defense. She has 54k HP. Hold up. That's the highest HP in the game. And 4.8k defense. She's almost bulkier than Aegis. Now her attack is really low, but I mean, she tanking. So tank teams is gonna be ridiculous with her. Like in arena. Good luck cleaving through her health. Her awakening skills. Oops, I fell. 20% attack to fire allies at 20 hits. 30% attack to fire allies at 40 hits. Bro, she's gonna be given 50% attack at 40 hits. Fire just power crept everything because they have Ifrit's board, which I know is, temporary because, eventually they'll make other boards. But they have a ton of hit generation. They consistently do 3-turn mystics. If you farm the Layla Stone, you might even be able to get them down to 2 turns consistently for everybody from the previous event. Fire is ridiculous now. Especially if you get a finisher. Alright, so let's look at her Mystic. 40% attack, so not a lot of attack, but it does 25 hits on all enemies with a 170 over limit cost. So if you're in arena or like PvE content outside of raids, she triggers it by herself. Because 170 is a 3-turn. And honestly, with her low attack and high HP, if you can get her Yes, laptop, I heard you, your battery's low. If you can get her to low attack, like, geez Louise, if you can get her, you might be able to do like her 2 turns every time, based on her handles. We'll have to see. 100, and it does 100% chance to decrease the defense of all enemies by 15% for 2 turns, which is basically 100% uptime. Hammer Rain, 55% damage, 13 hits on all enemies, pulled out of 5. 100% chance to cast poison on all enemies for 2 turns. Fantastic. So her arena is going to be disgusting. And she has Whirlwind Rush. So she doesn't do a lot of damage, which makes sense of why she has one of the lowest stacks in the game. Her job is to either tank an arena or make your team hit hard. Because she's not dying. She has a Whirlwind Rush is 22 hits, so that means by herself she's going to trigger that and do a cooldown of 2, and she restores 40 HP. Oh my god. Colette, what does it say about her? Combine a Mystic Art that damages all enemies with Awakened skill to really rank up your party's damage. Defense powerful supporting characters, she can inflict poison for reducing enemies' defense. That's her job, just to tank and lower defense. As always, there's a premium medals. They will last until then. 200 medals get you, the guaranteed units. Still haven't fixed that yet. So that's 42,000 gleams guarantees it. Wow, they're really good. So let's talk about the limited quest real quick. That's my batteries being funky. Limited quest Midsummer Rescue runs until anniversary. Of course it does. Hisui, it's Hisui and Pascal. So Somatic is being followed around with Pascal, an engineer who is interested in Soma. One day, Pascal tries to get Hisui to use a prototype Soma weapon, but Hisui is suddenly attacked by a Mr. Man. The prototype is stolen, and they must work together to chase the thief down. So let's look at their stones. 8k HP, 1.5 attack, 1000 defense. Torment 5 is crit damage plus 95%. Fire has a big crit stone now. Like a SSR big crit stone now. So that's already going to be ridiculous. And Pascal gives evasion to water allies. So, water tanking. So fire and water are about to get big buffs in Arena. Lots of attack HP in that. Collect event points for rewards. Collect luring horn shell in exchange for rewards. Clear with higher more luring shells. Okay. Okay, so we are back to having raids with raid materials and things like that. However, ancient scrap, which is that's what you exchange for that. It looks like it's back to what they did with the light one a couple weeks ago, where you could only get the exchange materials through the raid. So there, yeah. You get Seer's Orbs, cool. Event bonuses. Alright, who are the bonuses? We know those two. Of course they are. Of course Mila and Yuri are, because they got their rate up. And of course they are. So based off the element, it's a versus Earth enemy. Of course, because of the fact that they're giving you eat free, they're giving you this, they're giving you that. They want people to work on their fire teams. Just looking preliminarily, this event is probably going to be very easy because fire is one sharp, like fire super buff. Make sure you get the clear, because crit stones are always good. Pascal stone isn't as big, so definitely let me know. Are you going to be summoning for Reid and Colette? Or are you going to skip them and wait for anniversary? What do you think about these units so far? Be sure to comment and like and subscribe. And we are out.